Hey guys, Jefferson Santos here. Prior to getting started with World Ventures, I played college football, American football in the States, and so my background's always been around team sports. And when I was growing up, my mother had 3 jobs. As a single mother raising my sister and I, she did a lot of hard work to put food on the table. And I remember when I would come back from summer break and school would start, and I would ask my friends, hey, what did you do for the summertime? And my friends would always say, oh, my parents took me to Mexico, my parents took me to Hawaii, in different places around the world. And I'm sitting there thinking in my head, I'm thinking, well, yeah, I just hung out in my apartment complex pool. I mean, that's all I did. I just hung out there. And so I started to see a difference between, my lifestyle and my friend's lifestyle. And so that was kind of the beginning of the contrast between, I guess, what success kind of looks like or whatever, the capacity to do more things. And so, anyways, I started growing up and I was in college, and my mother actually exposed me to network marketing, and I saw that I could still have the whole team concept, people working together, and the whole leveraging aspect. I really fell in love with that because I was never the smartest kid in school or the fastest kid on the team, but I had the biggest heart, I had the biggest desire, and I knew that if I can just hook up with other people and we can do it as a team sport, that would be cool. And so a few months after my mother introduced me to the industry, I actually met Wayne Nugent. Now, Wayne Nugent's one of the co-founders of World Ventures. He's also my best friend, and we met 17 years ago. And when I met Wayne, he was already a millionaire at the time. He was 28, and I was 20 years old. And I was like, I wanted to have his lifestyle. He had the time freedom, the money freedom, the influence. And one of the things he taught me is, find someone who has what you want and copy what they do. So that's what I did. He told me to read a couple of books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The other one is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. After I read those 2 books, I realized wealth building is a team sport. Anybody wealthy out there, they're not doing it by themselves. They got a team of people around them. So I adopted that philosophy, and so network marketing became something that was, I made a career choice. I made a decision that I wanted to become successful in network marketing, but my very first 7 years in the network marketing industry, I sponsored, not a lot of people. My first 2 years, I sponsored 3 people. My first 7, I spent a lot more than I made, and I wasn't successful, but I met several people and heard too many stories of people that were successful. So what I was thinking in my head is, okay, I've got to figure that there's something that I don't know. There's something I haven't figured out yet. So I just kept on going. I kept on sitting on the front row, taking notes. I was a student, always putting that student hat on. And wherever you're at in your life right now, your career, or in your life, you always want to be in that humble, teachable student mode all the time. You always want to be in that coachable mode. And so that's where I was at, because I knew that I had to learn something, because usually your income follows your personal growth. If you don't like your income, then obviously we have to grow more, and that's where I found myself. I had to grow more as a person. So reading books, going to seminars, different things like that. So kind of fast forward now to the beginning of World Ventures. Mike Askway and Wayne Nugent came to me, and this is when they were launching World Ventures back in 2005. They said, hey, Jefferson, we're going to launch this company. I'm like, okay, what is it? And they told me it's World Ventures. I'm like, all right. And guys, I know you might not know Mike and Wayne, but I trust them. And I've known them for 17 years. So they said, hey, we're gonna do this thing. So I said, I'm in there too. I love you guys. I know what you can do. And so we just did it. We pulled the trigger and started World Ventures. And so I didn't know everything. We didn't know if it was going to work or not in the beginning, but we did have faith, and we betted on ourselves. We had faith that we were working on a dream that we've always wanted, which is have the biggest travel company in the world and do something that nobody's ever done before, and that's what we did. So I hit the ground running. I put in probably about 25 people my first month, made over probably like $10,000, almost $15,000 my first month. And that's with them bringing other people as well. First year over 300,000 US dollars, second year over 700,000 US dollars, and it's just been phenomenal ever since. Now at the time of this recording, over 140,000 people on the team, which is just incredible. I remember when I just wished I had 5 people on my team or 10 people on my team. It's just crazy because of the great training systems that we have, and the great leadership that we've attracted, and what we have has really made this a phenomenal movement. This is not just an opportunity. This is not just a company. This is a movement that you're a part of. This is something way bigger than just you or me. This is us together, literally taking over the world, literally showing people how they can build memories and create lasting relationships for a lifetime, and something to pass on to your children's children as far as an inheritance for income and residual income. And so I look forward to meeting each and every one of you on one of our next events or on the beaches at one of our next dream trips, and we'll see you soon.